You're watching GAF TV, and I am Richard Brownell, Editor-in-Chief of GamesAreFun.com. This is our video review of Bethesda's The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion for the Xbox 360 and Windows PC, and soon to be released on the PlayStation 3. This review was made using the Xbox 360 version.
But a darkness comes.
The Elder Scrolls series is made up of expansive non-linear RPGs. They are sometimes described as MMORPGs without the online component. A massive world filled to the brim with creatures, quests, and magic seems compelling, but I didn't feel the need to immerse myself in the Elder Scrolls games until Oblivion. Besides its impressive visuals, it's easily the most successful game, I think, at what Bethesda is trying to accomplish. So let's just jump right in and take a look at what it's like to play Oblivion from the very start, character creation. As with many former players of pen and paper games like Dungeons & Dragons, I find character creation to be one of the most fun parts of these games. And Oblivion does it in a unique and interesting way. First, you'll be charged with giving your character a name. We will use Biscuit. Now we get into the physical characteristics, where Oblivion has a plethora of options, but just about whatever you choose will get you an ugly character. I find it best to click random several times and then tweak your character to how you want him or her to look. It's difficult to master the cheekbones, jawlines, and nose ridge because adjusting sliders will automatically change the values you've already set in others. It's frustrating, but you almost never see your character's face, so just find one that's acceptable and move on. Oblivion doesn't then go into a D&D style tribute rolling session. You're thrown right into your first quest, which serves as the tutorial. By doing everything available in the tutorial, you will have seen most of the basics of just about everything you can do in Oblivion. Fighting, casting spells, alchemy, repairing equipment, sneaking, lockpicking, and more. Depending on how you played the tutorial, a character will try to guess your class and birth sign. You can of course choose to go with something different than suggested, and even create your own class. Today we're going to go with one of the default classes though, the Mage. At this point, we've finished the tutorial and we are ready to move out into the world. The Emperor is dead, and he has told you to find someone who can help you in your quest to find a new Emperor. But this is no linear adventure, and I don't feel like doing that. I'm a mage, so I feel like joining the Mages Guild, which is what we'll do first.
Very good. You are now an associate.
Throughout the world of Cyrodiil, there are 3 types of quests you can unlock. The main story has a sequence of quests leading you from the tutorial to the end of the game. There are also guild quests, which usually require first an initiation, then give you a series of quests until you typically become head of said guild. Don't worry about choosing one though, as you can do all of them. Oblivion is all about freedom. You even have the freedom of deciding when to level up. When creating your class, you chose a set of core skills. Once you've leveled each one of those up, you have the ability to level up your character by going to sleep. But don't jump into things. The balance of Oblivion is based on your level. So when you level up your character, every single enemy in the world just a little bit harder. It's worth it for a mage to level up their destruction magic, and a swordsman to level up their blade skills many times before taking the plunge into the next level of your character. But that's all the tips you'll get from me. Cyrodiil is a world of freedom and exploration. There are hundreds of quests to accomplish, in virtually any order. And while that means Oblivion lacks the strength of a strong central narrative that a traditional RPG has, it is much more freedom. And Bethesda has packed so much content in the game, plus in downloadable content, that you can easily put 100 hours or more into doing absolutely everything. Particularly if you want to play the game as a mage, then a scout, then your own custom class. It does come with its fair share of frustrations, though. Though everybody in Oblivion talks, Bethesda didn't get many voice actors. In fact, it seems like about 1 per race. Fighting alongside allies is a true test in patience. It's almost impossible to attack without hitting your allies, and they usually don't fight terribly well either. Considering in some quests you get rewarded for keeping them alive, this can be a bit of a downer. And dungeons and caves in Oblivion are all basically the same. Because many quests end with you going to one and killing all the creatures inside, it would have been nice to see more variety. The truly customized dungeons and the entire outside world of Oblivion look amazing, and that should have been the case throughout the game. Combat in Oblivion is pretty fun, but it's not going to win any action game prizes. Hit detection is particularly awkward. Using magic is much like playing a first-person shooter, except most spells go slower than bullets or lasers. A bit of variety in the way magic works would have been appreciated, but instead all range attacks of a certain type look and function the same, just delivering different damage. Fans of Japanese RPGs may find Oblivion to be too foreign. It's played in a first and third person perspective, there aren't many compelling characters, and you have no party of followers. But those who would enjoy creating your own characters and playing through a vast and expansive world the way you want to cannot miss Oblivion. It's the best RPG of its kind, and my favorite game on the Xbox 360 so far. Be sure to check out the next episode of GAF TV, available from GamesAreFun.com, where we will be reviewing Capcom's God Hand for the PlayStation 2. See you then!